Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and a review on the Shark FlexBreeze pedestal fan. So let's open it up, let's see exactly what comes inside the box. It's kind of a big box, but I'm pretty excited about what's inside. It's cordless and corded, so that's pretty exciting. All right, got instruction manual. Looks like we've got some tools. Okay, so right on top there is a remote right here. There's the hose attachment where it'll spray out a mist. We got a power cord. Now it is kind of heavy, so be careful. There's a handle right here. So yeah, be careful. It's kind of there's still a heavy part in here. All right. So there's a cord attaching those two parts. Okay, there's this heavy, like, platform. That's what the heavy part is. Okay, so that's everything out of it. It's not super heavy, this platform, but it's definitely got some weight to it. Got the nice Shark logo. Again, here's the power. We've got a power cord. We've got this piece. Now there's a cable attaching these two pieces together, so be careful taking this out. There's a wire in between the two. It looks like we're gonna have to attach that very carefully. Here is the overall. Again, there's the attachment. Don't forget the little bitty remote. Okay, let's see if we can get this undone. Here's the actual fan. Now it's got a nice handle. All right. Now it is kind of plasticky, so be careful. That seems okay. Oh, it's got like it's got a built-in tripod. Okay, that's pretty cool. We got a little remote here, the standard, take this piece out. That activates the battery. Store on back of fan. I'm not sure where it goes. We'll read the directions. Again, here's this attachment. It'll spray a mist out. There's some instructions in here just for that. A bracket, a hose. This is going to somehow attach on there. You run the hose down here and you hook a garden hose to this, and it's got a little on-off valve, so looks like that's pretty nice. Okay, so I found the directions. There's a little box here that's got one screw and one tool in it. Here's the directions. Let's follow it step by step. So step one is this. Now you got to somehow put this together. Now you are going to have to pull that a little bit. You want to be careful. So it looks like, yeah, you just kind of pull it a little bit and then it starts to slide together, and then it went together and snaps together. Now we're going to put this on the base. So it looks like this part goes down. There is an arrow. There's a yellow dot right here. Align the yellow dot on the symbol. Yeah, so there's a yellow dot and a yellow arrow. We're going to do the alignment. Now, this is where you're going to put the screw. Now you're going to flip it over. This is a really long screw. It's going to go in here, and that's going to attach the pole to the base. Now, it is an Allen screw. We don't want this super tight. Just get it tight there. Flip it over. Okay. Finger pinch. Okay, holding it. Insert the fan into the top pole assembly until it clicks into place. Okay, so now we can insert this, but we got to remove. So looks like this tripod legs, they always stay attached. There's this big button here, and around back, there's a place for that to go. So we're simply going to fold the tripod legs. Be careful. That went into place very, very easy. Now it's all installed. Charging point labeled. So here we are going to have to charge it. So here is the charging point. Here's the cable. We got to plug this into the wall outlet. It's cordless, so it says you can keep it plugged in all the time, have continuous operation with it plugged in, and then you've got a bunch of hours. There's a thing here that tells you how many hours of runtime you've got on battery. So plug that in. All right. All right. Remove storage. Remote storage here. That's funny. So now this is where the remote goes. Okay, it's held on there with a magnet. That's pretty neat. Okay, that looks like, okay, it's assembled. Let's take a look here now. Let's get it charging up. And let's take a look at this other piece of assembly. Okay, so on the front of this, there is an LED display that's going to let you know different things about it. So we do have manual controls. I can select 1 to 5 fan speeds. I can turn it on or off, and I got different levels of oscillation. So let's turn it on. There's the first fan speed, 2, that's going to spin faster, 3, 4, and 5. Then if I cycle through, it goes back to 1. Now you've got different levels of oscillation. You got 45 degrees when 1 bar is lit up, when 2 bars is lit up. That means you've got 90 degrees of oscillation, and hit it again, you'll get a bunch of bars. That means you've got 180 degrees. It'll oscillate back and forth. Hit it again, it goes back. So when there's nothing there, it's off. Now we can check our fan speed and turn it off. Now I also have some more controls with the remote control, so I can turn it on. Now there's this boost mode. The top right button is a boost mode, so press it, and the fan's going to go to a maximum velocity. Now I can also turn the fan down to 1. See the LED going across. I can ramp it up. And same with the oscillation. I can go to 1 oscillation, 3 or 4, and then back. I got to go back down to turn it off. Now there's another special feature with the remote. So say you don't have it oscillating. Say it's pointing one direction, and now I want to manually move it. That's what this button's for. So as I'm looking at it, if I press the right arrow, it's going to move right just a little bit. So say I'm sitting in a chair and I want to point the fan on me and I don't want it to oscillate. I can just keep moving it. This is manual operation. It just moves a little bit and stops. Press it once, moves a little bit and stops. Now this also tells us that that battery's charging. When it's flashing green, it's between 50 and 99%. When it's amber, it's between 20 and 50%. When red light is on steady, it's between 6 and 20%. When the red light is flashing, you've got below 5%. And again, when you're done, just store the remote. It's magnetically held there right on the back. So here's the water attachment. These are just 2 little misters that are going to mist out. You simply just snap it on the front. There's like a place there, it sits there. It comes with this little bracket. You're going to snap this bracket on. This is the only really clamp you get for it. Clamp the hose in. And now you've got this hose that you're just going to hook a standard garden hose onto. So let's it's very simple, just take it off. Now again, let's play around with it. Let's disconnect it. You got to press this big button. I like it has a nice handle. Press the button, lift up. And then there's this, you can see there's a connector right here. So that's how it charges. There's a battery inside here that when you're charging it, it comes up through here. So there is a little connector down in there. But this always stays attached. And again, I have full functionality of it. It's got a little chart here. It says runtime in boost mode. So at the maximum speed, you can get 1.3 hours. At fan speed 4, you get 3.5 hours. At fan speed 1, which is the absolute lowest, it says you get 27 hours of runtime on the battery. That's pretty impressive. Again, it's not super heavy, but you can tell there is a battery in there, and it is super quiet. You always got to turn it on first. There's the first level. You can see that's just like a whisper. Okay, let's break the tape measure out. So with it on its tripod, about 15.5 inches. Front to back, about 12 inches. You know, left to right. The circle is the widest part. So the circle is about 11.5 inches. Again, it's really very stable. Let's put it on the tripod. So the tripod sits here by itself, you know, right about 25 inches. Again, lift it up, fold the legs, find this part. You're just simply going to slide it in here wherever that part is. And there's these two little notches where it's going to go into. Now let's do maximum. Now the base is not adjustable in height. So the height wise is 36.5 to the top, 31 right to the center of the fan. And again, the base, 14 inches. Let's go over some measurements of the cords. Sometimes these can be a little tricky to measure. 6 feet long. So this cord is 6 feet long. Let's go over at output. You can plug this into 100 to 120 volts, 50 or 60 hertz. Output is 12 volts, 3 amps. So the power wattage of this is 1 amp. So again, you plug this in, and then you just plug this in. It can turn any way, it looks like, you know. Let's measure this now. Again, let's put this on. That just snaps on. Snap that on. And let's give a distance on this hose. So you got about 5 feet. So once you've got the hose connected, about 5 feet from here, that looks to be about a foot. Yeah, about 12 inches from here to there. Okay, so this was just released. As far as I know, this may be their first fan. I'm not sure. This is a pretty cool fan. It's retailing for $200 right now on the Shark website and on Amazon. I did get it from the Shark website. I bought this with my own money. I'm pretty excited about it. Am I going to use the mister? Maybe on a really hot day. That's probably the weakest point of the whole thing because, you know, it snaps on. You know, it does okay. But as far as the fan functionality of it, this is pretty impressive. $200 on a fan. Yeah, I probably would because of the built-in battery and how portable it is. So that's a pretty big deal. I don't know I've not reviewed a fan yet that's battery powered. This is kind of a new category. And this is pretty nice. Given it that long of a runtime, so even on max, you may be outside for an hour on max, hour and a half. That's pretty impressive. Not super heavy. I could definitely throw this in the truck or something, take it with me, folds up. You know, and then when you're back home, put it on the charger. It can sit there on the charger. So this is impressive. Again, this came out of nowhere. I just saw it on their website and I'm like, oh, I got to get this. I think it might have been on Instagram or something. Also, be sure and check me out on Instagram. I do free giveaways. So when I'm done with these products, I do my free giveaways on Instagram and my Facebook group page. It's a little early right now. It's January. So this is going to be, it's not going to be a huge hit right now. In the middle of summer, this is going to be a nice fan. I would definitely get them early. This is probably going to sell out. $200 is a lot for a fan. But I would definitely spin this because of the portability of it. Having the built-in battery. You know, it is made out of plastic, but it seems relatively well made. You know, the base is not tippy. I like that you can leave it plugged in all the time. Yeah, this came out of nowhere. I think this is their first fan. I'm not really sure. They just released a new air fryer. It's called the Max, the Pro XL, and they just released a brand new Ninja. I got it over there. I'll be doing a review on it. The hot and cold coffee maker. It looks like their older model, but they added some buttons. So they were releasing new products. This is a little early, January, but this is going to be a nice one for the summertime. Yeah. The mister, I'll have to try the mister out. I would be making ice right now if I went out and tried the mister now, but I'll try the mister out in the summertime and see how it does. I'm sure it's going to do fine. So you could even do the mister with it cordless. Pretty neat. It does say it's an outdoor, you know, you can take it outdoors, but I'm sure you don't want this in the rain. I'm sure you don't want this connection getting wet. You know, I'm sure you want to keep things kind of nice and clean. You can take it outdoors, but just not in a pouring down rain or something. And hopefully the mister doesn't get around anything. So some things to be careful of. The connector inside there, you know, that can be hard to change if something happens to it. But overall, very impressed with this. Be sure and check out my Instagram page. Again, I bought this with my own money. I'm going to put links to it down underneath the description. I am an Amazon affiliate, a Walmart affiliate, and a Shark Ninja affiliate. If you click on those links, the products don't cost you anymore, but I do get a really small commission from that sale. It is a way of supporting my channel. As I say with the vacuum cleaners, coffee makers, let me do the homework. I'll buy the product. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how to unbox it. And I also do quick reviews. Some people don't want to see the full unboxing. My next video will be a really quick review of just how it works. So again, let me do the homework. I'll be comparing this to other fans, but I don't know of a cordless fan yet. So again, really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel, that really helps out my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. Again, if Shark Ninja releases a new product, I typically buy it. I do coffee makers, vacuums, Bissell, Hoover, kind of all the name brands of the vacuum cleaners I buy. I'm starting to get into Dysons. Dysons, you know, a lot of people buy Dysons. I see why now. They clean really, really well. So really excited about where things are going. Again, I could not say thank you enough for all of this. Again, this is my full-time job now. I look at comments. If you have a suggestion on what you would like to see this compared to, let me know. And again, just check out my other videos. Really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.